Greetings, my name is Breniacal, and I suppose this will be my first video regarding Overwatch, and I'm not entirely sure what this channel is. Well, my initial plan for the channel is, actually, I simply decided that, perhaps I should make a commentary on this, not that anyone's going to watch in the first place, but perhaps for my own enjoyment and entertainment. So let's engage, and I'm speaking to myself currently, staring at the computer screen. Let's proceed. So, Dargon Play, Overwatch forums. Do you have a top 500 reaction time? I actually found this a tad hilarious. His ranking here, just uninstall please, 250 or more. Now, in regards to reaction timing, let's actually test this website, because, see, the difference is, I believe this website actually measures your reaction time, but it's also regarding colors, so immediate swap in colors per se. That's not exactly the most efficient way in order to test this, because it's also testing two separate functions. So let's see. Click to start. When the red box turns green, click as quickly as you can. Okay. Wait for green. First try was 555. Next, we shall attempt. Now, previously my highest, I believe, was 300. No, actually 282. Now, in regards to Overwatch, and I say regards so frequently in this, but in regards to Overwatch, this was actually not the most efficient way to test your reaction time, because the difference is, in Overwatch, although abrupt color switching can be helpful, it's not a wide variety of colors. It's not as though every single individual is outlined in a different color, so you automatically identify them by that. You know that the opposition, your opposing team, would be outlined in red to signify that they're the opposing team. But that doesn't mean that simply because you see red, you'll automatically press left click and get a headshot. Let's say if you're playing as Widowmaker or Hanzo, despite the fact that it's more difficult with Widowmaker. My personal opinion, I believe the majority of people would agree with me, as Hanzo is projectile-based as well, and his projectiles have a gravitational pull like any logical projectiles, but those also can carry in the wind, and depending on where you are, it's very easy to get a headshot as Hanzo, especially if you adjust your crosshairs. And I've been playing as Widowmaker frequently, and Widowmaker is definitely more difficult to get headshots with, especially noting her vulnerability, because sadly Hanzo has the scatter arrows, and I had like approximately 17 hours as Hanzo when I first obtained Overwatch. That he's basically all I played, along with Junkrat, and I know everyone is going to despise me for that, but see, scatter arrows were meant for finishing off relatively weak foes, and now it's just firing at the ground and then instantly getting a kill. That's the difference, that Hanzo can easily escape with that. He also has his wall climb, and not as though Widowmaker does not have any mobility. She does have her hook, grappling hook, but even that has a significant cooldown, whereas Hanzo has a passive, so whenever he runs into a wall, just to go up, and it's a very good escape tactic, unless a Roadhog is pulling you back into the depths of hell. So let's go over a few of these comments, and if you're actually unable to read this, then I will simply have to film again, even though no one's going to watch this once more. Mary had a little lamb, etc. So people were just criticizing basically the exact same thing I said. Let's continue here. Find any relatively interesting comment. Let's see. Go down. I believe this one. So that's what I'm saying. First time through of 5 tries was 200, and this average second time through of 5 tries was 35. Sadly, this reaction time test will not give me a party of competent players to group with, so it's ultimately useless. Interesting, not exactly what I was going for directly, but they do indeed have a point, which I agree with. I find it amusing that people are genuinely taking this into account, but of course they will. Like, if you do very well on this, then you're going to be like, oh, yeah, of course. But truthfully, I would not agree that this is the most efficient way of testing. Let's see. Perhaps I'll have an actual video with Overwatch footage, and it was quite a brief video, but nonetheless, thank you for watching, and farewell.